Okay.
Then get out, quick. Come here, you shit!
Let go of me, you chicken shit!
Show you.
Get off of me! Motherfucker! What's wrong with these guys?
Catch your breath. We're leaving.
Okay. Watch out!
Stay down!
Go!
She's thinking of, forsaken, forgotten, without any love. Alone and forsaken by fate and by man.
Nailed Where'd you go? Over the bus! Look out!
Alright guys, Kill 'em a Kill Cam here, and this is The Last of Us Remastered on the PS4. And this is Chapter 5, Pittsburgh. This is Episode 6, and it's going to be Episode 7. But this right here, what you're watching, is Episode 6. So Episode 6 on my playthrough is going to be of Chapter 5, Pittsburgh. And this is right after Joel leaves Bill's town. You guys, you're in his town, you find the truck, and you drive. And then he encounters the bridge, he thinks about it, thinks about turning around, and then says, nah, fuck it. And comes through here. He knew they were going to ambush him as soon as he saw him, and runs the dude over, crashes into the store, and there you go. So, this is called Pittsburgh, and this is your second encounter in the game with humans. The first time was when you and, what's her name? Tess, are trying to find that fucking dude that sold your guns to the Fireflies, and after that was all, clickers and bloaters and fucking runners and zombies and whatever the fuck they are. And I really prefer that all the encounters be humans, just because it's more realistic. If, for an example, something like this was to really happen, if a large portion of the Earth's population was to get sick and die, and only a small percentage of the people survived, and everywhere you went there were small groups of people and colonies and gangs and floaters and rapers and travelers, kind of like the Book of Eli, dude, was a really good movie that kind of reminds me of this. And Eli, the fucking dude that was carrying around a Bible, and he was trying to get it over to the West Coast, and he runs into a town full of fucking, I don't even know what they call themselves, and then had the girl with them, and brought her along, and they became real good friends and cared a great deal for one another, and at the end he ends up dying. But yeah, it's a real good book, and that, to me, I don't know, I can't remember in the movie how everybody ended up dying. I think there was like a war and some kind of like atomic bomb or some bullshit like that. But that movie was pretty realistic as far as what would happen after something like that would happen. Where it's like the fucking clickers and the bloaters and the runners, to me, just isn't that realistic. And zombies and shit like that make for good TV. They make for great video games, and people love them and eat them up and love that shit. It's just not for me. I just prefer it to be all humans. But again, I'm not the video game developer. I'm not going to tell them how to do their job. Dude, they made a fucking great fucking game. The narration is good. The cutscene is good. The fucking plot is good. Everything is good. The fucking graphics, especially on this remastered, and the dialogue. All that is there and it's in place and it's really fucking good. So I'm not gonna say that this is a bad game by any means at all, dude. This is a fucking great game. It's more than a fucking game. It's a fucking experience, is what I called it. And I'm really happy to have it, and I'm really happy to be playing it. And I had this game for the fucking PS3 one year ago when it came out. Then my PS3 broke, and the disc reader broke, and they said that it'd be $100 to get it fixed, and I was fuck it. I went to go find a new one and couldn't find one where they sell used consoles at. All they had was 360s, so I ended up getting a 360. And after that, I started playing Battlefield 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter. I was playing Crisis 3 on the hard drive of my PlayStation 3, and pretty much that was it. It was Crisis 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter, and Battlefield 3 is what I was playing at that time. And I was basically just waiting for the PS4 to come out. And then when the PS4 did come out, I ended up getting Killzone Shadowfall, and since then has been my favorite game of all times, dude. The Killzone Shadowfall. Now the campaign isn't, well, you know what? It's kind of hard to say, dude, because the campaign, the story is good. It's good as fuck, but it's not as good as The Last of Us. I really like the story of the Killzone story. I really liked it a lot, and it's hard for me to say that The Last of Us has a better story, just because I love Killzone Shadowfall so much. Now, when you compare the game side by side and you take into consideration the multiplayer, the co-op, the story, the graphics, and the gameplay and the fun factor playability, hands down, Killzone Shadowfall beats out The Last of Us, um, without a doubt, and by a landslide. Now, what The Last of Us has on Killzone is, the characters. You got Joel, Ellie, and then before Tess, and then you have Bill, and all these other people who are very I don't even know what the fuck the word relatable. You can relate to each one of these characters. It's like you feel like you probably know somebody who is exactly like one of these characters, and the way they put this story together is like you really get a feeling like these people and you know how they feel. Where Killzone Shadowfall, the characters are the Hellgas and the fucking ISA. They're just soldiers, I guess. Futuristic soldiers that live on another planet. You don't really. I mean, the only person in Killzone that I related to um, was Echo, the girl, and because she was fucking cool, and and she ended up liking Keller, and
The ambush.
so and then she avenged his death. So, anyways, uh, but the fun factor on the Killzone Shadowfall was a lot more. It was a lot better, because running around shooting people at a much faster pace. You're flying in, drop ships and shooting miniguns, and you have all types of guns to shoot from, and you're not fucking running low on ammo and this and that. I just, without going into a lot of detail, I just think that the Killzone Shadowfall was funner to play, even though the story for The Last of Us is better, and you really get an experience playing this game, and it's almost like reading a Stephen King novel. Now, Stephen King novels, most of you guys think like gore, where this ain't that gory, but he did make that movie and the book called The Stand, where The Stand was just like this. It was the end of the world. And there was the East Coast and the West Coast and all these colonies and groups of people that survived. Whatever the fuck it was that killed off everybody. Um, but his books, if you ever read any of his books, he's such a good writer that when you're reading his books, you really know the characters. You really know how they feel, and you can relate to them. Where, like I said, you can relate to Joel, you can relate to Tess, you can relate to Ellie, and you feel like you know these characters after you're done playing. And that's what makes this game so great, is that and the emotional attachment that you get to this game and the characters, you know, especially at the beginning when Joel's daughter died. Dude, I don't know anybody that didn't cry in the beginning of this game. You know, the first 15 minutes of the game, which is fucking like nail biting. Like you knew that it was going to happen. I remember, you know, when I did have this game on the PS3 and I got a chance to play the first chapter,
Bridge. That's our way out
um,
of here.
I was just like, I had to stop. I had to stop. I had to turn it off, and I had to fucking be like, and think of it. And when I was thinking, I was like, oh my fucking god, dude, did that just seriously fucking happen in a video game, dude? I can't believe that just fucking happened. And I have a 7-year-old daughter named Hannah, who I love so much. And I just couldn't imagine anything like that happening in my life, dude. It would devastate me. And Joel is a strong man for going on, dude, because I don't know that I could have went on after that. If something like that was to happen to my 7-year-old daughter Hannah, it would be the end of me. I would be done, and that's it. So anyways, here's a comic book. If you guys are looking for collectibles and you get to this part and you don't go on this book down this bus and look, here's a comic book. It's one of the collectibles. Now, I'm not doing all the collectibles. I'm not really looking for them. I go around in the rooms and I search all the rooms for, you know, the tools and the gears and all that shit so that you can upgrade your weapon. And I'm looking for the notes and all that shit. And I'm looking for like the rags and shit so that you can make bandages and Molotov cocktails and the bombs and all that shit. But I'm not looking for the collectibles. And I just happened to go in there looking for shit. And there was the comic book. So there it is, man. We're in Pittsburgh and we're about to encounter the second group of hunters, and they're going to be coming up here shortly. And this chapter, man, is chapter 5 Pittsburgh, but like I said, it's going to be episode 6 and 7 on my playthrough. This chapter 5 Pittsburgh is. And it was so long, dude. I had 2 hours of footage recorded and edited it down to like 2 45-minute, 2 50-minute, whatever they are, videos. And that was me editing out deaths and running around looking for shit. Which wasn't much, you know, it was just a couple minutes off of each video. So before I edited it, dude, I had 10 solid 15-minute videos, which was just fucking ridiculous. And I had a thought that I was gonna fucking put every chapter into one video, and there's no way I'm gonna get anybody. I think I have a hard time getting people to watch 30-minute, 45-minute, and 1 hour-a-minute videos, let alone a 2 hour fucking video. So this one is long, man, and if you guys are watching this series and you're one of my subscribers and you've been watching my videos, I'd like to take this chance to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm trying to make these videos as entertaining as possible. I'm trying to make the commentary as entertaining as possible and as good as possible. I hope you guys like these videos, and I hope you guys like the commentary. Tell me what you think about the commentary in the section below, in the comment section below. What you think about the videos in the comment section below, and what you think about the game. And I would love to hear from you guys. So, this one particular 15-minute video is going to come to an end. I know you're probably watching this and it's like an hour long, but I have these recorded in 15-minute segments, and this one's about to come to an end. So when I start the next video, we'll talk about something different, and I will see you here in just 1 second. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to switch the video over. Now we're on the second part of this episode, episode 6. Now this is chapter 5, Pittsburgh, on the game. I am just currently recording and commentating over episode 6 of my playthrough. And then episode 7 of my playthrough is also going to be chapter 5. Pittsburgh. Now that's chapter 5 in the game, not
This is what most
in my
zones look
playthrough.
like.
So,
This place has been abandoned
episode
for a
6
while
and
now.
7 will be of chapter 5. It's 2 hours of gameplay total. I cut it down to like 2 45, 50-minute videos. But when I played it, it ended up being 2 hours, dude, of just gameplay, and not a lot of deaths and not a fucking lot of running around, dude. Just a long ass fucking chapter, and I think this is the longest fucking chapter in The Last of Us. So hopefully, what I wanted to do was put one entire chapter in each one of my videos, which I don't think is going to happen. The last video, which was an hour and 11 minutes, I put the whole entire chapter 4, which was episode 5, in my video. But that was a long ass fucking video, dude, and I had a hard time getting people to watch 1 hour videos, 30-minute videos, let alone a fucking 2 hour video. So this chapter is going to be in 2 parts. And I think I left off in the last part of the commentary in the last part of the video, before I had to switch videos, was talking about, you know, PlayStation 3 and then going to the 360. And one of the games that I played when I went to the 360 was Metro Last Light. And have any of you guys ever played that game, dude? Because that game, you know, when I talk about games having good dialogue, good plots, you know, good cutscenes, those are the type of things that I look for in a good campaign. Because, you know, I do play multiplayer. I play multiplayer Killzone. I play multiplayer Call of Duty. I play multiplayer Battlefield 4. And I love playing multiplayer. I like it. But I prefer to play campaigns. You know, I'm old. I'm fucking 34 years old. And, you know, I was born in 1980. So I grew up on the Nintendo and then the Super Nintendo, and then, you know, as a teenager, I quit playing video games for a long time, and then in 2004, I got a PS2, and then I played The Punisher. You know, back then all I played was campaigns, and then I played The Punisher, and then I played a shit ton of fucking Tom Clancy's games, and then when I got the PS3, you know, I played Rage and a bunch of other Tom Clancy games, you know, and I play campaigns. And I got into the multiplayer hype during the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2 era, and I'm over that now. I hated Black Ops 2. I still hate Black Ops 2. I don't mind Ghost, and I've gotten to the point where, like, I have to stop playing video games as soon as I don't like them anymore. You know, I can't be like, you know, there's a commentator, YouTube commentator, JD from New York, bro. He fucking absolutely hates Call of Duty, and that's all he plays, and that's all he uploads. And why he even plays a game that he claims that he hates so much is beyond me. If you were to take that logic to the grocery store and buy a fucking beef liver, and you took it home, you put it on the fucking skillet, cooked it, ate it, thought it tasted like shit, and you're like, God damn motherfucking farmer, why the fuck do you even put this shit in the fucking grocery store, man? You know, you would not buy a fucking beef liver anymore and eat that shit ever again if you fucking hated it that fucking much. So, with that being said, why would the fuck would you play a video game that you hate so fucking much, and then play it every single day and then just do nothing but complain about it? You know, I don't understand that logic, but some people do it, and I don't. I'm not going to, and when I start getting frustrated with the game, I quit playing it. Now, I started getting so frustrated with Black Ops 2 that I was playing controllers, and that's when I had enough of Black Ops 2, and I never played it again after that. Now, when Ghost first came out, I played that, and I just didn't like the big maps. I really hated Stonehaven. But ever since the new DLC came out, starting with the first DLC, I started liking Ghost again, and I've liked every DLC ever since then. You know, I like the smaller maps, I like the run and gun, and I think it's playable. A lot of people would disagree with me and say that Ghost is garbage. I don't think so. I like Ghost, I like Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I like all the Battlefields, and I play those also. But what I really like are campaign games, and what I like in a campaign is a good dialogue, a good plot, a good story, and nice cutscenes. And you get all that with the Metro. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the Metro redo is coming out on August 26th. And what you get is Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. Now, I played Metro Last Light on the 360. I never got a chance to play 2033, so I'm gonna play that game, and I'm definitely gonna do a playthrough on both of them. Both of them are campaign games, and they're very YouTubeable. And what I mean about that is that the cutscene, when you get to a cutscene, it's basically the end of the chapter. So you play the chapter for however long it may take, 15, 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, even an hour. But as soon as you're done with that chapter, then you go to a cutscene, and it's like basically just writing on a pad of paper, telling a story about what happened or what's going to happen or what he's going to do. And that's the end of the story, and it's a perfect place to stop your video because of those cutscenes. And that's what I mean by YouTubeable. It's a very YouTubeable game, and not only is it YouTubeable in that sense of the matter, but it's YouTubeable in the sense that it's such a fucking good game that you guys will really enjoy watching it, I think. So stay tuned for that. September the 9th, we got Destiny coming out, and from what I saw, the Destiny beta, the Destiny multiplayer game looks really fun. It looks really cool. I'm just not into the campaign or the story, because there really is no story, and the campaign has no dialogue, it has no plot, it has no good cutscenes. All it has is that stupid fucking little robot flying around talking to you, and then basically what happens is it tells you that you need to do something before you can go somewhere, and then all of the bots, have no personalities or anything. They're just fucking aliens running around shooting you. They don't say anything, they don't do anything, they just fucking run around and try to kill you. Which to me is a real boring campaign. And I'm just not into those type of campaigns. And Titanfall was another fucking fail for me. I really hated that game. The online is fun, and there's a fun factor to it, but it's not fun enough to make me want to turn on my Xbox and go through a fucking 40-minute update and fucking have to go through all the bullshit you have to go through just by owning an Xbox just to play a game that's fun. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details about the Xbox. I do own one. I do have one. I am dissatisfied with it. I think it's a $500 dust collector, and the only reason why I'm keeping it around is for the Gears of War. As of right now, I don't know of any other exclusives that are coming out, but any game that I'm going to buy is going to be for the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4, dude, with the Share Factory, and now this PlayStation Now, really, I think, in my opinion, have, far exceeded anything the Xbox is capable of or they're going to do. And that's why I think the Xbox is a much better console. So anyways, the Metro redo comes out the 26th, and it's 2 games. You get 2 games. If you go to the store and buy the box set, I think it's going to be like $30 or $40, and both games you can get on the PSN in the store on the digital copy, and you get both of those, I think, for either 20 or 30. I'm not sure, but it's worth buying, is what my opinion is. And the game comes out on August 26th, and so the reason why I keep on talking about Metro and Destiny is because Destiny comes out on September the 9th, and everybody seems to be jumping on the Destiny train. It just seems like that's what happens. This game has been so hyped up, so all the kids on the playground are gonna follow them, just like a bunch of cows. They follow the herd. And I'm not saying that Destiny is a bad game or that it sucks, dude. I'm just saying that everybody and their brother is going to be playing Destiny. YouTube is going to be just littered with fucking Destiny videos. And my channel is a playthrough channel. It's a walkthrough. And the campaign on Destiny, for me, in the beta, from what I've seen, it just didn't have any dialogue, it didn't have a plot, it didn't have a story. It just had that little robot fucker, the Angel, or whatever the fuck it is, following you around, telling you shit, you know, and telling you what to do, and then the fucking AI had no personality whatsoever. It's just a bunch of fucking aliens. They're running around and they're fucking shooting at you, and that's all they're doing. And there's no dialogue, there's no conversations, there's no plot, there's no story, there's nothing. It's just gameplay. And I'm sure that the multiplayer is a lot of fun, and I'm sure Destiny is a fucking awesome ass game. It just, the campaign isn't there, and I want to play campaign games, dude. And I had the same experience with Titanfall. The fucking Titanfall campaign was garbage. It was just multiplayer with those fucking people in the upper right-hand corner telling you what's going on and what the story is behind what you're doing, and you're there to fucking secure the fucking point so you can get gas for your ship. Dude, it's just like you're playing multiplayer, you're not paying attention to the story that's being told in the upper right-hand corner by an AI bot, dude. There's no cutscenes, there's no dialogue, there's no fucking plot, dude. It's just nothing but gameplay. And Titanfall has the fun factor, dude. The multiplayer is a very fun game to play. It's just the campaign was not there for me, dude. And I like playing campaign games, and I like it more than multiplayer. And it just seems like every time a game is hyped up and everybody jumps on the train, that's right when I jump off. So, like I said, the game Metro Redo comes out August 26th, and there's 2 games. So I'm going to be busy for a couple weeks playing those games and doing uploads and playthroughs for those games. And I think you guys would really like to see it, dude. It's an awesome ass game, and I'm telling you that how good it is now, and I hope that you guys watch it when I start doing it. And like I said, that's August 26th. And I'll be doing both games, the Metro 2033 and the Metro Last Light. So I think it's going to be about 12 hours of footage for both games. So about a total of 24 hours of footage, man. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And another huge game that I'm looking forward to is the Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, that's coming out in like 2015, I know. And we still have, you know, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and the Battlefield with Hardline. Battlefield Hardline, we got those games coming out in between then and now. But the one that I'm looking forward to the most is that Tom Clancy's The Division. If you guys haven't seen anything on that yet, look it up. If you have an IGN app on your PS4, you can search in there. Dude, there's several videos showing you. It has the Snowdrop engine, bro, and the fucking graphics are just unbelievably good, man. They're so fucking awesome looking. The game is awesome looking, and it's kind of like this, I guess. It's like after some shit goes down and there's not very many people left, the town's all fucking destroyed, and there's you and 3 of your friends. Now, 3 of these people could either be AI bots, or they can be friends on your friends list, or they can be random people just joining in your game. And it could be co-op, or it could just be you with 3 AIs, which is really, really fucking cool, dude. So you get into the game, and it's you with 3 AIs, or you can have 1 of your friends, 2 of your friends, 3 of your friends, 4 of your friends playing with you. If it's 2 of your friends, then 2 of them will be AIs. If it's 3 of your friends, then 1 of them will be an AI, and you know, so on and so forth. Or you can set it so that you can just let random people join your session, and then you just complete the campaign like that. And if you look at the videos, and what I'm most interested in is, I think, for one, well, it's a Tom Clancy game, dude. It's going to have a lot of dialogue. It's going to have a lot of, it's going to have a plot. You know, it's going to be good. There's going to be a story. But the graphics, bro, I'm really excited to see these graphics, because as of right now, and I will have people argue with me and say that, you know, this game and what was the other, Second Son has better graphics, but right now I think Killzone Shadowfall, I've said this before, my all-time favorite game. One of the reasons why it's my all-time favorite game is the graphics. The graphics on that game just set the bar, and they're really, really fucking good, and I think they really set the bar high for future developers when they're making games on how good they should make the graphics. And I'm glad that Killzone Shadowfall has such good graphics, because now developers in the future has a goal to reach, and Killzone Shadowfall, I think, in my opinion, set that bar very high. Now, if you look at this Snowdrop engine, dude, You know, and I know that the snowdrop in the wintertime, it has nothing to do with each other. But in the game, in the wintertime, you can see the ice and like the climate change and the snow and the frost on these vehicles just looks absolutely amazing. It looks real, and the ice on the road looks real. It's not flat. You know, if you ever driven through a slushy road in the daytime when the temperature was in the 30s, and then overnight it dropped down below freezing, and then the next day the fucking ice was frozen and the roads were very bumpy, and you could see the tire tracks in the fucking snow that had frozen. Well, this is what this looks like from the one particular video that I've seen. And the gameplay itself looks a lot of fun. So if you haven't checked it out, man, just go into your IGN app and look it up. It's there, and if you're on YouTube, obviously watching this video, you can find it anywhere on YouTube also. It's a very good game, and it looks like a lot of fun. So we got that, man. We got the new Batman. We got, like I said, the Call of Duty. We got the fucking Battlefield. We got Far Cry, Uncharted. All these games I plan on playing, recording, and doing commentaries on. You know, I said in the past when I started this channel that I was going to do like Watch Dogs and Murdered Soul Suspect, for an example. And I did get those games, and I still own those games, and I have played those games. I've recorded them. They're not very YouTubeable. And, you know, like before when I explained when a game is YouTubeable, you know, it's just like Metro, for an example. When you're done with one particular chapter, it takes you through a cutscene, and it basically stops the gameplay and it will stop the cutscene. And like Metro, for example, he writes on a piece of paper and he talks about either what you did, what you're doing, or what's going on, or he tells you something that involves the story. And then after that, you go to the next chapter. So after each chapter, you have a perfect place to stop your video, um, and then a perfect place to restart your next video. Where Watch Dogs, that would be absolutely impossible. You just basically have to stop it in the most random spots, and all your videos are going to be like over an hour long if you do, you know, each one of the mission campaigns, and then start it at the beginning and stop it at the end. It's not a YouTubeable game unless you post over 1 hour videos, or if you're just fucking around with the multiplayer, or if you're just fucking around with free roam. Other than that, you know, the campaign playthrough for me is unYouTubeable. It doesn't make good videos, and it doesn't make for good content. But the Metro will be, and I think Call of Duty will be. I think Battlefield Hardline will be, and then we'll see about, you know, the Uncharted and all those other games. And Murdered Soul Suspect looks really good. The fucking trailer made it seem really good, and you just get into the game, and I just found it boring. It's kind of like Thief, you know, you're walking around not doing much, and the visuals are good, the gameplay is good. It's just a boring game and just doesn't make for good YouTube in that sense that it's fucking boring and boring to watch. It's kind of boring to play, and it's definitely boring to commentate about. So I'm definitely not going to do a playthrough for that. And I say that I'm going to do a playthrough for all these games coming in the future because that is what my plans are. You know, I'm not lying about it. I'm not trying to make it up. If you look at my trophies, you'll see that I have each and every one of these games. I have every game that's available except for those free-to-play and dumb indie games. I'm not into those. I guess Blacklight Retribution is a free-to-play indie, and I do play that, but I don't consider that an indie game. I consider it a shooter, and it's a free-to-play, and it's, for being free, a pretty fun game. With that being said, I have plans on getting all these games. I will have all these games, and if they're good, I will upload them. And hopefully, as I'm doing all these games, my channel will grow, my viewers will grow. But what I need you guys to do, you know, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people that are watching these videos, I need you guys to share these videos, like these videos, and help me out. You know, help grow my channel. Share them on Twitter, and tell your friends about them. If you have friends that like to watch these type of games and these type of playthroughs, I'm definitely gonna, you know, grow this channel to a playthrough channel, and I really hope that it grows. One of my inspirations is the Rad Brad. You know, a lot of people try to tell me that gameplay from campaign is irrelevant in today's market, and I just don't think so, man, because if you look at the Rad Brads, uh, channel campaign definitely is not, you know, it's legit, dude. He has 3 million subscribers and his videos get over 1 million views. So it is definitely relevant. You know, people, there's a market for campaign playthroughs. There's a market for campaigns. I hope the developers don't think that there's not a market for campaigns, because there definitely is a market for campaigns. I can guarantee you that. And if anybody can prove that, it's going to be the Rad Brad with his 3 million subscribers and his 1 million view videos. And that dude is fucking awesome. His gameplay is awesome. And all it is him playing the game with the live commentary at the top, man. And, you know, he doesn't do anything spectacular. He doesn't edit out any of his deaths. He dies a lot. And he just has fun playing the game, dude. And just people love him. And they love the games that they're watching. And, so I hope to grow this channel. I really didn't want to do multiplayer. You know, I have multiplayer Killzone videos on here, and those videos are what have done the best. You know, I'm a small YouTuber, and I think I have one Killzone Shadowfall multiplayer video that has over 300 views, which to me is fucking phenomenal. You know, and I know that's just small, tiny numbers in comparison to what an actual YouTuber, you know, I'm doing the quotation marks with my fingers over here, does. You know, a good YouTuber will get, you know, at least 10,000 views on their videos, if not more. You know, that you have people, like I said, the Rad Brad has 1 million fucking views on his videos. But for me, just doing this as a hobby, I don't get paid. I don't have a fucking, you know, a partnership with anybody. So I don't get paid for any of these videos. I'm not doing these videos to get paid, and I'm not trying to gain a partnership with anybody. Dude, I just do this as a hobby. And the first playthrough that I did was for my favorite game, Killzone Shadowfall. I did the Elite walkthrough. People said that it was impossible to do. It's set on the hardest difficulty. You get 3 lives, there's no checkpoints, and you had to finish each chapter without dying at all in order to save the game at the end of each chapter. If you die once, you have to start that chapter over again, and if you die 3 times, you have to start the whole entire game over again. And I did it once, and I died twice, and I didn't record any of it. And then as soon as I was done with that, the Elite mode came out, and then, well, no, as soon as I was done with the Elite mode once, I died twice, once in Chapter 7, once in Chapter 9. Once I did that, then the Share Factory came out, is what I was trying to say. And I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. I'm going to do a Killzone Shadowfall Elite game mode playthrough, and I'm going to try and beat this Elite mode without dying at all, and I'm going to record it and publish it to YouTube. And then that's exactly what I did. And I got a pretty good response from those videos, from that playthrough. I have friends on my friends list today because of them. I had people tell me that series helped them obtain the Like a Boss trophy, and a lot of people like that video, or those videos. Unfortunately, you know, I don't have the same followers that liked Killzone Shadowfall that like all these other games, because you get into this thing where, and I've talked about this before, where like you got Call of Duty players watch Call of Duty videos, you got Battlefield players, they probably watch Battlefield videos, you got Killzone players, they watch Killzone videos, and then you got people who watch playthroughs. But there's so many of them, like, you know, like the Rad Brad, for an example. He is such a big YouTuber, and he's so good at getting views that most people that watch playthroughs, you know, when they're searching for a playthrough, his name pops up the most, and they see, wow, this video has 1 million views, let me see what all the fucking hype is about. So a guy like me has no chance of competing against a guy like that. So most of my subscribers and followers came from the Killzone community, and my Killzone videos do really well. So if I wanted to make videos for views, I suppose that I could put up some Killzone multiplayer, because when I play multiplayer, I'm an average player at best, but there's a lot of times where I get some pretty good gameplays that I could have recorded and could have uploaded and could have did a commentary over. You know, a lot of times I do pretty well, and a lot of times I come in first place and I'm doing the finishing move. The other day I was playing with my friend Brandon, and I farted on the dude's face. It was fucking hilarious. And that game, dude, I did so fucking good. I went like, you know, 50-12. It was a team deathmatch. So, KD does matter, Killzone guys, in team deathmatch, I'm telling you. And I was reviving motherfuckers and putting the spawn beacon down, so I was helping with that, you know. So I know all you Killzone players are gonna say it's not about KD, it's the objective. I know, bro. I know. I've been saying that for years. So you're definitely preaching to the choir on that one. So, and if I wanted views, I would put up Killzone Shadowfall multiplayer views and probably get a bigger fan base by now. But I want so bad for this to be a playthrough channel, man. I need your guys' help to like, subscribe, and share these videos, please. And then I'll be back in 1 second. Hold on. Alright guys, if you have made it this far, I appreciate it, man. It's a long ass video like I've said in the past, but I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video without any commentary. I've talked long enough, and I've talked about everything that I can talk about, and I'm just going to start rambling on about shit and saying the word a lot and fumbling my words a lot and not knowing what to say a lot. So I know Wings of Redemption would say that this is a low effort video, and I'm sorry, Wings of Redemption and all his followers and fans. You know, I just, you know, ran out of things to say about this particular video. I will be back to talk to you on the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy these videos. So I'm going to take this opportunity now to say to those of you who are watching and who have made it this far, thanks for stopping, thanks for watching. Will you please hit that like button? Will you please hit that share button? And if you want to comment on the video, man, it would make my day, you know, if you said anything about the video. You know, do you guys like the video? Do you like the series? Do you like the commentary? What could I do to make these videos better? What can I do to make these commentaries better? And I don't know, give me guys, give me a fucking topic to talk about other than, you know, the games that I like and the games that I'm going to be doing and playing here pretty soon. I don't know, you know. So anyways, thank you guys so much, man. I really do appreciate your views, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.
Oh my God. Hey, turn around! Here!
What you got?
Nothing. What about you?
Nothing here either. Let's keep searching. Where the hell is this guy?
Fuck.
You're mine now. Thank you.
Oh, man. Creepy. Guess they took the easy way out, huh?
It ain't easy. For many, it was better than letting a clicker or a hunter do it for them.
Trust me, it ain't easy.
Let's see where this goes.
Just in case.
That looks like a way through. It's gonna be a tight fit, but come on.
Okay.
Find me something to climb on. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Joel!
I'm all right.
Are you okay?
No! You scared the shit out of me! I'm gonna climb down there, okay?
No! Stay out there! I'll make my way up to you. I'll try. All right. Maybe that. There. I need to find a way around this gate. Maybe that door.
I hate these things. God damn it!
So much for that. I gotta find Ellie.